Bucks fans, Wiley Henderson here, play-by-play voice of the Cranbrook Bucks, joined by Jordan Murray, wearing longtime Canucks fan favorite Gerald Diddick's number 4. Jordan, how's it going?
Great. How's it going for you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Always nicer to do these interviews when the team's on a heater. And
Oh,
for anybody listening now, of course, we're just a couple days removed from a very successful midweek road trip in Alberta. You guys get 404 points, 3 wins in a row, heading into a game with a Red Hot Trail Smoke Eaters team.
yeah.
A lot to be pumped up about.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's great to get a couple OT wins against Spruce when we hadn't beat them yet this year. So kind of nice to get back on them, and then obviously finish out the road trip against Black Falls and get a win, and head into tomorrow and pull out a win against Trail, or looking to as well.
Yeah, no, I especially the Spruce Grove wins were big.
Yeah.
The play-by-play guy Trevor Miller was on me. I was telling Sammy last week that you guys had to sweep them out here. So
Oh yeah.
glad you guys held up your end.
Yep, for sure.
So year two with the Cranbrook Bucks, safe to say going quite a bit better than season one, standing wise and just
Oh yeah.
morale wise, and just being watching you guys on the ice, seeing you guys enjoy yourselves a lot more. What's it been like on the player end for you, having experienced last season, and things getting better with that push in the playoffs, but still, I'm sure a lot of unfinished business.
Yeah, no, for sure. Last year was a little bit of up and down. We started heating up near the end of Christmas there, and then just kind of spiraled right back down to where we were earlier in the year, and took us a little bit to figure out. And then obviously playoffs didn't look too great off the start, and then we battled back and just heartbreaking loss in Game 7. But yeah, it was kind of tough to be a part of, just how wavy the season was. And yeah, it's a little different this year, just a little more consistent. I mean, we started out real hot, obviously, with our 8-1 record, and then went through a little bit of a shallow period, but still kind of stuck with it. And now we're right back to where we were at the start of the year, and just keep on battling to move up in the standings and finish off with a lot better than a record last year, obviously.
Watching your game this year too, we're seeing a lot more ice time, a lot more confidence. I think skating with the puck, especially on the breakout too. It's almost a guarantee that it's an easy zone entry when we see you winding up from behind the net and taking it for a skate. So
Yeah.
a lot more confidence that I'm seeing from my end. How are you feeling about that in your game this year?
Yeah, I would agree on that. And it's just a little more like comfortability out there in this league, obviously, with a year under my belt, and just a little more confidence with the puck on my stick. Yeah, just a little more freedom in my mind to make a play and get around a guy and make some creative plays out there.
Well, we'll get into talking a little bit more about Cranbrook in a second here, but as you know, my color commentator Darren Fury, a Manitoba boy himself, always loves to throw out the shout outs to Decker. Just how's the family like in watching you guys this year, and are they catching wind of any of the Manitoba love from the broadcast booth?
Yeah, they're definitely catching wind. They always laugh when lots of announcers find a way to throw in Decker, Manitoba, because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere and no one really understands where the heck that is. But yeah, no, they're always watching, they're always supporting, and yeah, they always love the shout outs and laugh about it with me or my brother where he's playing.
No, right on. Yeah, no, and yeah, a lot of love for Manitoba, obviously. Darren coming from there. I believe Dauphin or Flin Flon, something like that.
Yeah.
One of those two. I'll have to get that down for sure. But so from Decker to Cranbrook, we covered your journey last time we were on here. Now you've kind of gotten used to Cranbrook, just what the city's all about, the community, a lot of the community work that the team does. How's that for you this year? Just kind of coming back into more of what you know now.
Oh, it's great. I mean, the community is awesome. You can walk anywhere around town and people notice you. People stop and talk to you. They see a Bucks logo. They immediately want to come and say hi. It's just nonstop support. And you go to schools and read to some of the kids in their classes, and they just look up to you like a superstar. Like it's unbelievable. It's great to be a part of.
And yeah, I gotta shout you guys out here a little bit for taking part in our beginners hockey program that we're working with the Naka Basket Children and Family Services Society. So for those listening, Jordan and several of the other guys have been able to kind of commit to at least a couple of sessions with these young hockey players, and I know they really love having you guys out there. It must be really cool just to have them, see you guys like rock stars out here.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, I've always loved helping out with younger kids. Like back home, there's a group that always puts something on at the end of the summer, and I always try and get out there to help them out, and it's real fun. So when that was brought forward, me and a couple of the guys just immediately wanted to go and help out, and yeah, it's fun. Unfortunately we obviously missed today, but we'll be back out there next week. And last week was fun to be out there and fun to just have some laughs with some of the kids.
5 a.m. arrival is ample excuse to miss an
Yeah,
ice time, so you
yeah,
guys get a complete pass on that. No worries there.
yeah.
And coming back with two straight road wings too, we really can't fault you. You guys need the
Yeah,
break,
no,
and
yeah,
you've gotten to know the Kootenai rivalry a little bit, which segues nicely into our next little bit here. Trail coming in, you know, 9 wins in a row, looking to maybe try to overtake the V's for first place. You guys are right there with them, starting to heat up yourselves. Kootenai rivalry too. It's one that the fans really get into out here. Both communities really like to come out for those ones. So yeah, just talking off air, we were talking about you don't really need much more to get pumped up for a game like that. But I guess just how are the boys going into these rivalry games like that? Just what's the mood like?
uh, very easy to be fired up. Like obviously, when the Bucks first started off, they beat Trail just about every just what was it, 23 straight wins against them or something like that. And
Something like that, yeah.
obviously, yeah, obviously the last couple seasons, like it's been back and forth. So it's a little more of a rivalry now, definitely. And yeah, everyone just gets fired up, and obviously you want to beat Trail in front of the hometown fans, and yeah, it's going to be great tomorrow.
You've, as I mentioned, become a huge part of Ryan Donald's defense. We see you deployed in so many different situations and a lot more experience on the blue line this year. Who are you meshing most with on the blue line?
Uh, it's kind of been tossed around a little bit. Kind of everybody plays with everyone, but
Right.
I really enjoy playing with Belanger. We played a lot with each other last year, and just seems whenever we're out on the ice together this year, we find our way into the offensive zone and just never leave there. We're always creating. We're always getting lots of chances, and we got great chemistry. Hang out a lot during the day, so it just fits really well when we're out on the ice as well.
Yeah, probably one of the more physical defensive
Oh
pairings
yeah.
too. I know if I was still in that age, I'd probably have the Belanger Murray flu. So, looking on the physicality side too, something that we've seen a little bit from you, just a lot more of the, scraps, I guess is the best way to put it. But not something we saw a whole lot of last year. Something we've seen a little bit more of this year. Something that we've seen you engage in.
Yeah.
Is that something that's always been kind of brewing up, or just some extra edge to your game this year?
I don't know, just kind of heart of the game in the moment. I don't know, just kind of happens, and yeah, I don't know. It's just came to me a little more this year than last year, and it's just I found myself in those piles, I guess.
I know the boys love it. So yeah,
Yeah,
no, and it's always fun to this. Well, I don't want to say fun to watch. That makes me sound bad in today's hockey, but always adds a flavor definitely to the game, I
yeah,
think. And like you said too, can really pump a team up.
yeah, for sure.
So looking ahead, the Cranbrook Bucks, I think, are poised to probably make some noise in the playoffs this year. Still really up in the air where you guys might finish. The interior is so close. So every point, mattering so much more as the season moves along. Um, I guess with that said, what's Ryan Donald's kind of scheme, keeping you guys on task? And is it like game by game, not looking ahead kind of thing?
Yeah, it's really just like a growth mindset every single day. We're just no matter what result we get, just make sure that our effort was there. And obviously, like, if your effort's there, your work ethic's there, you're most likely going to get the result, but sometimes you don't get it. So just really focus on like sticking to the process and just keep moving forward day by day and try and get better as a group heading into the future.
And for you personally, what are you hoping your main takeaways are from the season when it's all said and
Uh,
done?
just make a deep run in the playoffs. I was lucky to be part of that a couple years ago in my 16-year-old year. I didn't get to play because of an injury, but like it was just amazing to be a part of. We hosted national championships. It was an absolute blast, and yeah, it's just once you get into those heated games, heated moments, it's just you just live for it. And yeah, that's obviously every single one of us in the dressing room just want to make a deep playoff run and give something the fans want to see.
Yeah, you said it there. I know the fans are itching for a good run. I know I want to call a few rounds before I head off into the sunset here too. So, yeah, hoping for everybody's hoping that we see a couple rounds out of you guys this year, and like your shirt says, Fred Page Cup would be terrific too.
That would be amazing.
So, Jordan, before I'll start winding it down here, like I always do, a chance to shout out for the billets. Who are you staying with this year, and what are they doing to make your stay better?
I'm with the Murals, and they're just great. They had a good buddy of mine last year, and he was 20-year-old Jack Silich, and their
Oh
house
yeah.
opened up, and I unfortunately had to move my out of my other billets, but these guys were looking for a new one, and they welcomed me with wide open arms, and they're great. They got two younger kids, and they're always laughing at the table and never short of a smile at the table when we're eating supper or hanging out upstairs or whatever. So, yeah, they're great. They make great meals. They do everything they can to help me out. It's amazing here.
And last, of course, but not least, any messages to shout out to the Bucks fans out there that are either listening or watching?
Just thanks for all the support. It's amazing how many fans we get every game compared to other teams and around the community. You're always fun to talk to. So if you run into us, feel free to say hi. We're not gonna bite you. We're not that scary. Some of the guys that are even bigger, but yeah, no, you guys are amazing and great support, and we're hoping to make a deep run in the playoffs for you guys and give you guys something to watch this year.
Right on, Jordan. Always good to catch up. Look forward to seeing you at, well, I guess both rinks, but your rink tomorrow. So best of luck this weekend. A big one for you guys with Trail and Cowichan Valley. So I won't keep you much longer. But once again, good to catch up.
Yeah, no, amazing. Thank you.
Jordan Murray, Cranbrook Bucks.